Welcome, my friends. Welcome to Unknown Sounds video show with me, Pete Saxer. Thanks for coming by and checking out the show. I hope you like it. Now, the Unknown Sounds video show is going to be a lot like the Unknown Sounds music show, wherein we only play independent music by independent bands and solo artists who send us their own video. That's right. We don't take videos from music producers, record company guys, PR guys. No, none of that. You have to send it in yourself. If you do your own music or you're in an independent band and you have some videos you want to hear on the show, that's great. So that's exactly what we want. So just go to the submissions link. There's one below and there's one on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just go there. It's really easy. Click on it, send it in, and bada bing, you'll be on the show. Not only are we going to do music videos, but we're also going to do some record reviews and have some chats with some interesting characters. So I hope you like the show. The only way you're going to like the show is if you watch it. And the only way you're going to watch it is if you hit that button to subscribe and like us. It will really help us out. Now, tonight, I'm really excited about this. I'm going to have a chat with a very interesting and talented man. He's from one of my favorite bands right now. He's the driving force behind the wonderful Say Yes, Do Nothing, Dave Eastman. Dave Eastman, why don't you come down? Come on in, mate. There we are.
Only Price is Right fans will know what you just said.
I know. But you knew it. I know that. So that was for you, Dave.
You know, Jesse from Breaking Bad was a contestant on Price is Right.
Who was?
Jesse from Breaking Bad.
Really? Wow.
Early in his career.
Wow, I did not know that. See? Interesting already. Thank you, Dave.
Well, see?
Now, Dave.
When you watch the Unknown Sounds show, you learn
all kinds of stuff. Dave, the first time I met you was at the Camden Assembly. Went to see one of your shows.
Sweaty and hypoxic after the show. Yeah.
You were. But I saw you before the show and you were, I could understand everything you were saying and you made perfect sense. It was great. So thank you for inviting me down there. I had a wonderful time.
Thank you for coming. Yeah, it was really fun. Sold out show.
Yeah.
Smoke machines, light show. Yeah, it was great.
Very professional.
It was.
Yeah. It was.
The problem with smoke machines is you can't find your gear on the stage after the set. So you just stagger around. Yeah. That's the only problem.
Now, when I went there, I have to say I was a little bit nervous because Dave and I are going to do a show together. We'll tell you about that a little later. But this is the first time I saw you. I've heard your music before and I really like the music, but I never saw you perform. So I was a little bit nervous that you wouldn't be as good as I had hoped. Does that make sense?
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah. But mate, you were fantastic. You, the band, was absolutely amazing. It was so much fun.
They're good, right? Oh. Yeah, no. It was great. I mean, I play with Maddie, the drummer, and Jake, the bass player, and Dan, the lead guitar player, and they're just amazing musicians. So I just throw my songs at them and they make them rock and lots of energy. Yeah.
Energy. Oh my goodness. I was tired. I was tired for you, man. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. I was completely sober, but 30 minutes of cardio, jumping up and down and twisting. And so as you remember, I broke a string about halfway through and I usually play my guitar. So I just put it down because it wouldn't go back in tune. And, that just let me loose. I mean, it was like the golden retrievers when you open the door so they can go in the backyard. Like I lost all control. So
it was so much fun to watch and be part of.
Yeah. It was a great night.
All right, now let's treat the audience with a little bit of Say Yes, Do Nothing live, shall we?
It is a treat, and they are lucky to watch.
They are very lucky. Here we go, a little live from Say Yes, Do Nothing.
Woo!
couldn't wait, leave it all night. Now Mr. Nice.
Ah, fantastic. All right.
That was our first gig together.
Really? Your very first gig? Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
How long ago was that?
April
of this year.
Mm.
Wow. Sound like you look and sound like you've been playing together for years. Seriously.
When you play with good musicians. Yeah, it was awesome. It was a great night. I'm always out of breath. And after the show, the promoter, they were saying, which band was that? Oh, Say Yes to Nothing. You mean the guy who yells a lot?
You do yell a lot, but it's very effective. It was that brought me right back to Camden. It was so much fun to watch you guys, and you got a little glimpse of your relationship between the band members. You know, you seem like you really like each other and you really enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, so I just got a text message from Maddie, the drummer, who just said, "Can I come over and get my drums? Oh, and maybe have dinner." And I texted him back like, "Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you get a free meal."
Yeah, sure is.
So he stayed with me for 2 weeks this summer when he was homeless, and you know I hang out with the bass player Jake at his apartment. He's got the perfect pad. He's got like a loft bed and his little recording area, and yeah, I mean it's just the like anybody who's ever thought about divorce, it's the kind of flat that you would get after the divorce.
Nice.
So we hang out a lot.
Very cool. Well, you can definitely see that on stage. It's really nice to see.
Yeah.
And you also bring the audience into it. It's like we're part of the show with you.
Yeah, except I haven't gotten brave enough to stage dive yet.
No.
I think we need a little bit denser audience.
Yeah.
I did it once and I sprained my ankle. So
oh my gosh. Oh my God.
I need to do it again. Yeah, I dove and then I sprained my ankle and I kind of hobbled back onto the stage and kind of finished the set on one foot. So
wow.
Yeah.
Nice. So in that clip we saw, was it UK Trains?
It was UK Trains was the last song, and By the River, the single we just put out by Dan, was the first song where I'm jumping up and down with the harmonica in my mouth.
Yeah.
Which is technically really challenging because I have to play guitar and like take the harmonica in and out. So I just end up finding like I hold it in my mouth while I play. And
yeah. See, even Bob Dylan couldn't do that. He needed that big contraption to hold it.
Yeah, the mouth guard. Yeah, the retainer. I know.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so I did that for a while, but you can't jump in. If you do that, it smacks you in the face.
Great. So you said Dan wrote the first song, By the River, the bluesy one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's the lead guitarist. Do you often collaborate, or do like one of you will take the lead, or how's that work?
We're collaborating more and more. I think that I write songs at Friday after work. That's when everything pours out. So it's not intentional that I'm cutting anyone out.
Yeah.
But that's when a song will. I've noticed that when that first 5 minutes that you pick up a guitar when you haven't held it for a while, if you just listen to it and you don't judge and you just sing along with it, that's when the song will come out.
Wow.
Rather than saying, I'm going to write a song now. Maybe professionals can do that. But so it's that. So I write it by myself and I bring them to the band a lot after those kind of moments.
And then they have a lot of input. They say, if we want to change it this way or that way, and you're open to that, right?
Oh, they just rock it out. They just, I play it fast. They play it faster. And then Jake adds the thunder and Maddie adds the interesting, good drums. And,
Fantastic.
Mostly it's just played faster, no matter how fast I write it. So, and Dan plays louder. So that's our musical ambition.
That's how it goes. Yeah. That's your MO. Cool.
Yeah.
So when the first time I had contact with you is when you sent in a submission to Unknown Sounds. You sent in your song, Hit the Top.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hit the Top. Great song. Very country-ish, isn't it?
It is, but you know what's funny? You and I live in London, and I don't know if people think it's like in America watching an Irish jig band, but suddenly people just their eyes light up, and we put on cowboy hats, and it's like, oh, so authentic, you know. And so this is my ethnic experience for London people is playing a country song, an American playing a country song.
Yeah,
and they eat it up. Yeah.
Nice. Fantastic. Well, if you don't mind, let's watch that video right now. It's really interesting. Maybe you can shed some light on your imagery in it. So here we go. Here's Hit the Top by Say Yes to Nothing.
When you're falling down, then you need something to hold on to. I'll be waiting for you at your table, because your friends won't be around. Then you know you need some rocket fuel. When you've got a mule kicking in your stable, because you'll hit the top before you see the bottom. But you'll hit the bottom before you see the top. Yeah, you'll hit the top before you see the bottom. But you'll hit the bottom before you see the top. No, you ain't no philosopher, but you wonder what it's all for. When you know you won't break ground until you're buried. You're like the shark that never drowns, because you're always swimming on. And everything you'll ever have will be temporary, because you'll hit the top before you see the bottom. But you'll hit the bottom before you see the top. Yeah, you'll hit the top before you see the bottom. But you'll hit the bottom before you see the top. Because you'll hit the top before you see the bottom. But you'll hit the bottom before you see the top. Yeah, you'll hit the top before you see the bottom. But you'll hit the bottom before you see the top. Yeah, you'll hit the top before you see the bottom. But you'll hit the bottom before you see the top. Yeah, you'll hit the top before you see the bottom. But you'll hit the bottom.
Fantastic. Oh man, not only is it a great song, I love the imagery behind it. Where'd that come from?
So the song is from the perspective of a vodka bottle sitting on your table waiting for you.
Wow.
You know, when you're down, when you've got a mule kicking in your stable, you know, you'll drink it to the bottom, then you'll hit the top, but you'll hit the bottom for you. And so I Googled drunk Russian fighting, and some Russians had made this Street Fighter video. And I used to live in the Soviet Union. I was in the Peace Corps, and I had many nights just like that guy.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely believable.
That is incredible. I love it. I love it. It's very insightful too. The way you look at that, you know, hit the bottom, hit the top. It's really interesting way of looking at it.
Yeah, well, you know, you start at the top of the bottle, and by the time you get to the bottom, you know, there's only one way to go. So
yeah. Nice. So were your bandmates okay with doing a little bit of country? Are they into it as well?
Oh, Dan, the lead guitar player, loves country. He just went to Nashville this summer, and Maddie can play anything. And I think it's, you know, it's a fun song to play, and it gets everybody jumping up and down.
Yeah.
So it's usually the song where I will leave the stage and go and dance with people.
That's nice. Yeah.
It's a nice moment, and I think it's the closest to like a pub drinking song as well. So I think people connect with that in London.
Yeah, definitely. Cheers up and, you know,
right
down with you. Yeah.
I mean, it's a song about drinking.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
That's all you need, basically. Yeah.
It's great. Now he went to Nashville. Oh, I love Nashville. I love Nashville.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah. Have you been to the Grand Ole Opry?
No, that's one thing we missed.
Oh,
I'm
man.
so
Awesome.
don't even talk to me about that.
He didn't go either. And from
Oh,
he went to like the museum and stuff, but yeah, he loved it. And actually, we're working with a record label based in Nashville called Avalon Street Records. We'll be
wow,
releasing an EP with them sometime this
nice.
fall,
Oh,
and
that's
we'll
great.
be releasing a single for your benefit concert on November.
I am so excited about this. Let's
Mhm.
let the people know about it. So November 5th at the Hope and Anchor in London in Islington, we're going to be doing a benefit gig for Musicians Defend Ukraine
Yeah,
Charity Foundation.
yeah.
And of course, Say Yes Do Nothing are on the bill. I'm so happy to have them along with 3 other amazing bands as well. Right? We're going to have Sunpen Leaves are going to open up, and then you guys, because I think is it Dan has to get back because he's a teacher, so he has to
Yeah,
be in,
yeah, he's
that's good.
fragile.
No, that's good. And then we have Unorfadox, a really hip
Yeah,
band, and Plague UK, classic punk
it's gonna be
pop.
a pretty rocking night, I
Yeah,
would say.
it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be
Yeah.
great. I'm so glad you're gonna be there, mate.
Yeah.
And you said there's a special song that you're gonna be doing?
So with K Dragons Records, we plan to release a single because they also release singles where proceeds go to charities. So we're going to release a song that the proceeds will go to the charity that you're supporting with your benefit.
Wow.
So I rewrote the lyrics to one of our songs to talk about being a musician in Ukraine, because I think that's who you're helping to
Oh
support,
yeah, definitely.
while also being in a war zone. So
Wow.
that's what we'll be releasing, and we'll be recording it this weekend and hopefully sending it out next week.
That's incredible. That's so special. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, the charity foundation that we support is called Musicians Defend Ukraine, and it's all about helping out those musicians that are fighting on the front lines.
Yeah.
Now, it's really it's a necessity because a lot of those guys don't have anything. They don't have the armor that they need, the safety equipment,
Mm,
even the boots. So
mm,
so
mm,
these guys, um, you can apply as when you're a musician, you can apply and you can get funding, and they'll send you things, which
mm,
is great. And it's special to me because we've also done some music shows dedicated to this, only playing Ukrainian artists, and a
mm,
lot of the artists that we played were were getting help from this charity. So
mm,
it's kind of
mm,
it's really dear to my heart. So
mhm.
again, thank you so much for doing this, mate.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah. Would you be able to give us a little taste of it?
I would love to.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Hopefully it's a good taste.
Sure.
So it's I imagined a father uh, putting his daughter to bed down in a basement. I also work for a humanitarian charity, and I know that a lot of our staff in Ukraine lived in basements for weeks when the war first started, and it was very, very tough.
Yeah.
So I imagined him putting her to bed before he goes out to join the fight. And
Yeah.
I have he's a musician. He loves to play his guitar, and so he's playing the guitar for him for her one last time. Not
Yeah.
knowing if he'll be coming back. I'll tuck you in and down in this hole. One little candle, one little girl. I got this guitar when I got in this fight. And if you're good, Dad'll play for you one last time. I'm gonna sing a song of hope while you're drifting off to sleep. And I'm gonna leave your daddy's guitar to play the song and play it for keeps. 'Cause playing now for keeps. On the streets of Ukraine, it's getting hard to sing. To hear the music in your head over the siren scream. Rock and roll is a fight to keep your dreams alive. When your whole damn band is out on the front lines. I'm gonna sing a song of hope now, lift you off to sleep, and I'm gonna give you daddy's guitar to play the song and play for keeps. We're playing now for keeps. Goodbye, my girl, I'm off to give them a show, one they'll never forget, and I hope you know I didn't do it for glory, I did it for love. And there's no better reason in this whole damn world. Close your eyes and hold me tight. Give daddy kisses, don't you cry. I'll play this old guitar into the night, so you can hear me singing to you one last time. I'm gonna sing a song of hope while you're drifting off to sleep, and I'm gonna leave your daddy's guitar to play the song and play for keeps, 'cause we're playing now for keeps, playing for keeps, playing now for keeps.
Wow, man, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. It was beautiful. Wow.
Wrote that last night.
Last night. Wonderful. God, it really hits home, doesn't it? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I'm a dad, so it is a bit emotional.
Yeah, definitely. It's beautiful. Gosh, thank you. So when you release that, people will be able to purchase it, and the money goes to the foundation.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you know where that's going to be posted? Is that going to be on your website?
Yeah, I think we'll do that. I know that K Dragons is going to push it like any other single.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You know, probably to stations and shows like yours.
Great. And you're sorry, I'm still
Yeah, me too.
I'm still verklempt.
It's a bit of an emotional song.
It is, mate. It is. It really gets to you. Thank you. So your website is sayyesdonothing.com. Yeah.
Yeah, and Twitter is sayyesdonothing1. Instagram say yes do nothing. That's where you see all the funny pictures of Jake and Maddie and the band and whatnot. Announcements for gigs. And Facebook say yes do nothing. We're on Spotify. You can hear Dan's song that you heard live.
Great.
Hit the top. And another song I think you were going to play the video for, on the Hidden Machine.
Yeah, I'm going to play that now. Is that all right? Now it's not a pop song, is it? It's not really it's not like the last one. You're not going to get up and clink beers together, are you?
Yeah, no, it's closer to like a daddy saying goodbye to his daughter before.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's a bit closer.
Thank you.
This
Wow.
Yeah, imagine being married to me. So this song is about it's a true story of when I had a girlfriend and we decided to get an abortion, and my experience sitting in the clinic waiting for her, seeing her going in for the procedure and coming back out, and it was pretty clear that it was the end of our relationship.
Man, so this is Hum of the Hidden Machine.
Here's something I'll never forget, no matter how many years. My girl waiting in a line to get sucked through the clinic gears. They don't give you any big cigars, they've got People magazines. So you don't have to listen to the hum of the hidden machine, making it die. Making it die. took her hand away, I could see she was trying to be brave. She even tried to smile, she even tried to wave. But what they took away from me was more than they put in a shallow grave. It was what 100 nights of heartache couldn't save. From making it and from making it and and I'm ashamed to admit I even wondered how long it'd be until they finished sucking out her incense so I could get me a decent meal. And when they let her back outside, there was nothing in her eyes. Then I knew they had finished the job that began with our first life of making it and making it and making it and making it down.
Wow, Dave, what are you doing to us tonight?
Yeah, maybe you should play Hit the Top last.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Again.
Yeah.
So
Just so everybody knows, we don't play these sad songs in the set. We used to. I used to end with that song, and
Yeah.
it was a mic drop.
yeah,
But we don't do that anymore. Our sets are happy.
they are. They're very, very happy. But it just shows you the breadth of musical talent that you guys have, and
Thank you.
your insightfulness in writing songs, mate.
Thank
You
you.
know, you're
And my ability to rip off Neil Young.
Yeah, that's
So,
true a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know, some of those lyrics, you know, about admitting that you were just waiting to know when you can get your next meal, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
Pretty dark.
It is dark. But, well, you know, it's dark, but it's things that people think and feel but never say. So
Well, the procedure takes a long time.
yeah.
So you are sitting there for quite a long time.
I-
Yeah, so it's true. It's a real detail. But and the shame involved, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said you knew when you guys made this decision that your relationship has also died.
Yeah, I mean that's it. Making it die, but also our relationship dying with it, and knowing that. So when we went back out to the car, you know, what could you say? You know, so yeah, and the lyric "100 nights of heartache couldn't save." It's because when we did that, the state of Indiana required a 3-month what would you call it, a cooling off period or thinking period, so that you'll consider it. So that's what that 100 days, 100 nights means, which makes it tougher.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. Now we're both American, aren't we? I'm from New Jersey, and you're from, was it originally Seattle?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't really want to get political, but I do want to mention this, you know.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of changes over the last few years in America. I don't think any of them for the good. It's really, it's a crisis what's happening there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like years ago, if this happened now, if you had this experience, chances are you couldn't have that that safe.
It could be a lot tougher. It was tough then. Even then you had to walk through the crowds on either side with protection and people waving signs and stuff. They didn't assault you, but I mean, those clinics are hotspots for conflict. And I've been out of America now for 15 years, and I think that I have seen the change in the discourse, that you can't ask someone why do they think that way and what's the basis for that. It's everyone sees they think that you disagree,
Mm.
and they judge you for disagreeing rather than for the reasons that you disagree, which I think is a loss, because I know one party does not know everything and the other party doesn't know everything,
Yeah.
and that's not how democracy works. So yeah, it's too bad, because even in a family, you can't sit around the table, and so people avoid it.
Yeah.
People don't talk about it and censor themselves, which is what the whole point of America was about, was
Yeah.
that we would have discourse and hopefully come to the best agreement.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely now black and white now, isn't it? It's all or nothing. And it drives me absolutely bonkers when I go there. I haven't been there in 5 years, and I don't know when I'm going to go back.
Right?
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Thanksgiving sucks.
it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And the whole thing with the, pro-life and um what's the other side? Pro-life and choice.
Mm,
You know?
mm,
The pro-life think we're pro-abortion, but we're not. That is the
mm,
toughest decision, one of the toughest decisions you're going to make in your life.
mm,
So you don't
mm.
go into it lightly, but you want to be able to have that option, and a safe option.
Conversely, having a child should be a tough choice, because it's a big commitment.
Mm,
You know, you're not even allowed to take puppies home from a puppy shop, in a day these days, right? Like,
yeah,
you have to think about it. So either way, there should be a lot of thought involved in a life oriented decision
yeah, definitely. I
that
I
involves a
totally agree.
child.
I totally agree, and I can't stand what's going on. It's all in little snippets, little news sites. It drives me nuts. So let's not talk about this anymore. Let's get a little bit lighter, okay?
I don't know. You keep playing stuff. It's not
Yeah.
going well.
Well, I'm gonna play another thing
By
I
now,
found.
I would have tuned out. I'd be like, I can't watch this.
I know. We've got no audience. It doesn't matter. It's just
Yeah.
you and me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then.
Okay. So I'm gonna play something I found on the internet. All right. It's a very unusual little snippet. It's not very long. I like it. It's very insightful, I think, into the mind of Dave. All right.
Okay.
Let's have a listen to Can't Trust Daddy.
Oh, okay.
Got to study after 5 on Fridays, and mommy just tells you to watch it, just say. You think when daddy starts singing that everything would be okay, but then daddy starts swinging, so get out of the way. And mommy, she raised 8 kids, whiskey, the bread, Irish Catholic. The kids all sleep under their beds, and they gummies with pillows for their heads. 'Cause he comes in when you're sleeping, that's when you're really afraid. 'Cause her daddy starts swinging, can't get out of the way. And daddy died in the drink, took us all down when he sank. Can't trust myself not to do the same. Every time I take a drink, I'm playing again. 'Cause when I'm singing, I'm screaming, and I start to feel the rage. After the show, just get out of the way.
Bum, 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 bum.
Hey. Oh my goodness. So how many years were you in psychotherapy?
Really not enough.
No,
Actually, yeah, I did play with one drummer, and he actually put down the sticks and said, "Are these therapy songs for you?" Yeah. He actually
of
did
course
say
they
that.
are. Well,
Yeah.
all songs are cathartic, aren't they?
I mean, yeah, or they're just, or well crafted.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you do get to a point where you can start trying to speak on bigger themes than just what happened to you.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I like that one. I like it because it's insightful, and I like the I like the music, but I also like that annoying squelching behind, because something's lurking in the back. You know what I mean?
That was the story behind that is I went with my best man, my college buddy. We went to a studio in California, and he doesn't know how to play guitar, but he does, but he has a couple distortion pedals, and I was like, just do that. And then I was really drunk and high, and we just did live takes. And so it's just me with an acoustic guitar with a microphone and him going, and that was it. And
It's
we
great.
walked out with about 5 songs, and yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it too, because I think it's quite organic. I mean, he is playing along
Mm.
in his own way.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I like it. We won't get into whole, where it comes from and, all the horrible memories and all that stuff. We'll leave that for another time, for another happy chat that we're going to have.
I'll have more songs by then. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I just want to mention again about the gig, because there are some tickets still available. I can bring this up. It says it's live gig in aid of Ukraine at the Hope and Anchor, 5th of November. You can go to wegottickets.com under Unknown Sounds, and you can buy a ticket. I think they're £10, so it's not much. And it's definitely for a great cause.
Wicked cheap.
Yeah, wicked cheap. You can buy them on the night, but hopefully we're going to be all sold out. So it's
really,
gonna be a great night. Yeah, hopefully. I'm
That's
really
awesome.
looking. Yeah,
wow.
I hope so. It's going to be.
It's
fantastic.
a great venue to sell out. It's got such a great vibe down in the basement, and such a classic Camden or Islington, London venue. Yeah, definitely. What a great show. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you played the Hope and Anchor before?
I did. Yeah. And just very fun place to. And upstairs is a beautiful pub. So it's a fantastic venue.
Yeah. And then above that, they have a nice little theater as well. They do theater there as well.
Yeah, no, it's a good night out.
It's a great building and a fantastic venue. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We've got another song. This is a bit different now. This is Grace of God. Is there anything you want to tell us before we play it?
So this song is about when I lived in Seattle with homeless people in a squat. And we were waiting in line outside the grocery market for food that they would hand out like 2-day-old food that was expired, but you'd get it for free. And I was standing in line behind a guy, and he turned around and showed me he had no teeth. And then he told me, because we were waiting in line a long time, that his girlfriend died in a squat fire, in the building next to us. And in all the smoke and yelling, he left her behind to burn to death. So this song is as you say, therapy song, like there but for the grace of God goes me. You're always one home away from homelessness. There's not so much separating you from tragedy and being left like that.
Certainly true. Here we go. Grace of God by Say Yes, Do Nothing.
Now here's a band I think you'll like very much. Say Yes, Do Nothing.
Standing in line for throwaway food for a throwaway man. He shows me his teeth, or should I say the want of them. His girl was burned in the floor above, left her to die in the fire when the push came to shove. Of God goes me. Grace of God goes me. grace of God goes me.
Another belter, mate. God, I love it's like a Pete Seeger tradition and Bob Dylan as well. You can hear a lot of that in there.
Yeah, I wrote that song after I was jamming with a bunch of guys who were massive Bob Dylan fans, and I just went home that night and wrote that song. Absolutely. Yeah, no, Highway 61 Revisited is definitely one of my favorite albums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you do a cover of that, don't you? That's on
we did, yeah, with those guys, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. It's Highway 61, actually.
Yeah. And you also did a cover of the Buffalo Springfield song.
Yes.
What's going on? What's that? Everyone thinks
what's going on? Yeah, that would have been interesting if they had done.
True.
Now I blinked on it.
Yeah.
The 60s stuff.
Yeah. Great stuff. Yeah. Good version of it. And I liked how you finished with a little bit of Brimful of Asha.
Yeah.
Lovely. Really nice. You know, I love your videos there. Again, you had some interesting content there. Did you find that as well? Is that found footage?
Yeah. So it's amazing what you can do with Google and YouTube and stealing content. That was a Soviet propaganda video about capitalism in America and how greed leads to homelessness. And so I edited that together, and you can see it ends with koniec at the end, which means the end. Because I also, like I said, I lived in the Soviet Union. I taught English in a Russian school, and we used to use textbooks, English textbooks that were Soviet textbooks, with stories about Papa Lenin. And one of the best stories was the 8th grade textbook had you had to read the story and translate it. New York City of Yellow City of the Yellow Devil, which like the gold. Yeah. So I have the Russian Soviet mentality is definitely.
Yeah. So you speak Russian as well?
Duh.
Wow.
It's been a long time, but yeah, I was the only foreign person in a village for miles.
Yeah. So. Did you study that at university, or did you pick it up while you were there?
No, I learned it there. Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of nights drinking vodka and dancing in living rooms and passing out in sidewalks.
Wow, mate. You should write a biography. You got a very interesting life.
I don't have the attention span, so I write 2-minute songs.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. Well, I love your music, and I love the videos that we've shown. They're really great. But I have to say, I love you best live. I've heard some of those songs live, and it's just to experience along with the band and the audience. It's just
a good band.
It's fantastic.
We have a good drummer. I say he goes into overdrive, and when he decides to do that, it's over.
Yeah, and you could see his face. He's just lit up. He loves it.
No, it's awesome. Honestly, I mean, you always say the band is the drummer.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole band is awesome, but Maddie is just an incredible drummer.
That's fantastic. You should think about doing a live album.
Yeah, I would love to do that. We actually, if I can plug, we did record that performance for Channel R Discover Radio. Nice. They're doing an online YouTube music festival. So that's being edited right now. So that will be actually, speak of the devil.
Yeah.
I think that'll be out. I think they're going to air that either in October or November. So.
Oh, that's great. I look forward to that.
Yeah. So me breaking a string, staggering around the stage.
Oh yeah. No, it was fantastic. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. So again, it's Say Yes, Do Nothing. You can find them on the sayyesdonothing.com. You can find them on Instagram. And Instagram, of course, is Say Yes, Do Nothing. What do you think Facebook is?
Say Yes, Do Nothing.
That's right. Yeah. And with X or Twitter, Say Yes, Do Nothing 1.
X, that's right. It's not Twitter anymore. Yeah.
Very cool.
And we'll come to your house. I mean, we're really desperate. So you can find us anywhere you want us.
And you can find them November 5th at the Hope and Anchor. Get your tickets at Unknown Sounds. At wegottickets.com. Just look for Unknown Sounds, and you'll meet this wonderful man, and he's going to put on such a great show for you.
And I'll throw things at you.
Yeah, great. Dave, you know what? When I was at the show, I picked up a few of these, and I really like them.
Hey, the stickers.
Yeah, bit of merch.
Haven't put them on the toilets yet in the pubs.
I took a lot, so they're all over the place, man. My wife says, "And get them off all those walls." Now,
That's awesome. All right, yeah.
will you have some merch tonight? On the
And
night?
we have T-shirts. We do our own T-shirts.
Ooh, nice.
I have Princess Leia. Well, you have to come see it.
Yeah.
I have a federally illegal T-shirt.
I saw that the other night. I love it. I want one of those.
All right, that's waiting for you. Yeah, we make our own
Fantastic.
T-shirts, make our own labels, badges. We just chuck all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
Great literature. I've been accused of manslaughter because I will throw, novels out into the crowd that I think they should read.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
man. You're a very eclectic guy, mate. Thank you again, mate. It was nice speaking with Dave Eastman from Say Yes, Do Nothing. And we'll
Thank you
see
so
you
much.
on November 5th.
Woohoo!
Thanks a lot,
Thank you.
mate. Cheers.